Yes guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope you're all doing well. My name's Toby Raison, I'm a centre back and I've just signed my first professional contract with Hereford FC in England. Today we've got a match highlights video. The game highlights that we're going to watch today is from a game from pre-season where I was actually captain of the first team. This game was actually one of the games before I signed my first professional contract. So I was actually still on trial with the club at this point, so we're going to take a look at all the things I did well, all the things I think I can improve on, and just take a look through all the clips. And before we get into the clips, I just want to say thank you for last video. I asked for a 250 like target and you guys absolutely blew it out of the water. You hit 250 likes in 17 hours, absolutely amazing guys. Thank you so much for your support, I really appreciate it. Also guys, leave a comment down below, give me a rating out of 10 for how you think I performed in this match. Let's just jump straight into the clips. As you can see, we kick off here and the first clip of the game is their left back taking a throw in. As you can see, I'm there on my right centre back position and they play it down the line to their winger. I just do well just to jockey him and I try and force him backwards. He plays it down the line to their left back and gets a good ball into the box. However, if we just take this back a second, I just want to have a look at something because here I think I do well just to jockey, show him backwards. However, the thing that's wrong here is I need to communicate better with my midfielder. If I was speaking to my midfielder here and told him I was either going to go with the runner or he needed to, then we could probably prevent this cross from coming into the box. As it happens, I kind of do half and half and I don't really talk to my midfielder. He plays it down the line, they get a ball into the box and we do clear. However, I think I do well, but it's just something I can think about for next time. Just say, look, I've got the runner, you can stay with the man, and then it allows me to chase after the ball earlier and then I might have more chance of blocking the cross. But as you can see, they get a ball into the box. I have a centre back actually slices out for a corner. And as you can see, the corner is delivered here. I'm marking number 6. And as this ball comes in, little in swinger from his left foot. I do well to get my head on it there and just head it high and wide. And it comes back out to their midfielder who took the corner. He puts it back into the box. The ball bounces around in the middle and it eventually goes out for a goal kick. Here we have a goal kick. It goes up. Their centre back wins it and I actually head it back the other way. If it was later on in the game, I probably could have took that down and got it down and played. However, at this point, it was literally like 1 minute, 2 minutes in, and I just wanted to play simple first couple of minutes just to get myself into the game. So yeah, I just headed it back where it came from. And the next clip here, as you can see, I'm in the middle. We win the ball back. However, we give it away quite sloppily, and they play a long ball over the top. I go out with him, number 11, and just jockey him, try to send him backwards. Good body shape, send him backwards, and in the end, we deal with it. And the next clip here, they play the ball down the line, play it into midfield, and into the striker. I'm tight, and they play it wide, and I do well to get across and cover, and put it out for a throw-in, I think I did in the end. So, yeah. That was good in the end from me. I should have been a bit tighter initially when they played into the striker, but I did well to get back in and cover. And as you can see, I actually had the captain's armband on for this game as well. Captain in the first team once again, honestly a privilege. So yeah, a bit later on in the game, they got a corner here, and I go up for a header with this guy. However, he pushes me in the back and he handballs it. So he gives away a free kick and we just play from there. He throws it down the line. Our player gets a little toe on it. I go up for a header with their player, make sure he doesn't get a clean header on it. And then we just play it back to the goalkeeper and then we can clear from there. Here we've got the ball on the right hand side, try to deliver a ball in. It's a bit of a poor cross. I'm tight and alert as well to make sure I can deal with that. I actually get tight and play a really good ball into my midfielder, just retain possession. It was good there because I was on my toes to make sure that the striker didn't get in front of me to intercept that ball. So it was good for me to make sure I was on my toes. The next pass is actually our goal. Our left back plays the ball over the top. One of our try-list midfielders runs onto it, gets a head on it round the goalkeeper and slots it in on his left foot. So that was actually 1-0 to us. And in this next highlight, their left back plays a diagonal out to their right winger, who heads it down the line. And they get a ball back, but I do really well to block there and just shepherd it out to the edge of the box. I put it into a good area as well because I could have put that into a dangerous area, but I managed to get it outside of the box with my clearance. As this ball's played back to me, I just play it safe back to my goalkeeper. There was nothing on in midfield, so he just played the simple ball. Sometimes a simple ball is the good option. Here, they play it down the line. I cover around the back of my left centre back as he goes to engage with their striker, and that was good covering for me there. Next clip, left centre back plays me the ball. and I just play it simple back to my goalkeeper. And then the next highlight, they clip a ball down the line. I go with my man, make sure that he can't come at me, and then they actually try to get a ball in, and it's a great defender from my left back in the end. Number 11 slots them through with the ball, who actually gets a shot off, and our goalkeeper makes a great save. However, he heads it back across into a dangerous area, but I do really well just to intercept that one. Make sure I get a toe in to prevent that striker from getting a clean attempt on goal. As you can see, as I've taken it back, when they have the shot here, our goalkeeper makes a great save, but as you can see, I'm on the line here, and I can see that he's going to head that back across goal. So I make sure I'm on my toes, because I know it's going to come back into this dangerous area. As you can see here, it's the 50-50 who's going to get there first. But as I'm on my toes, I'm already alert. I get there first, just knee it out of his path, and then take it to the edge of the box. Here, as the ball comes back to me, yeah, this was my poorest pass of the game. I just take this back here. As you can see, the ball comes back to me from my midfielder here. I take my touch, bang, and then I get my head up, which is good. I'm making sure I look where I'm trying to play. And I saw my right winger here, just coming into screen there, checking into the pocket. I thought he was going to try and check in here and receive the ball. However, I was wrong. I play a poor pass. The pass is not into a bad area. If it was more powerful, I might have had a chance. But their midfielder is on his toes, and he intercepts it. I should only be trying to play that sort of pass into that area if I'm 100% sure he's going to receive the ball. So yeah, in the end, poor from me, and they go up the other end and create a good chance off it as well. Thankfully, our goalkeeper pulls off a great save, and we managed to get the ball away. But yeah, it's something I can definitely work on for next time. Make sure I'm 100% confident that I'm going to get the ball there if that's the sort of pass I'm going to try and play. You can see there, we just had a free kick. Just played it back to the goalkeeper, and we can just reset from there. Here, goalkeeper drops the ball, plays out to me. I look up, nothing down the line, so I just play it back to my goalkeeper, who just clears long. But as you can see again, they just gobbled up the long balls. They play it into the striker, I get tight to him, shepherd him backwards, and we shepherd him all the way back, so that's good for me, making sure I'm tight there. Here, oh, this was their first goal. What a goal that is, by the way. Thrown into him on the edge of the box, takes a few touches, turns inside and gets his shot off and puts that in the top corner. A ridiculous goal. So that was actually 1-1. Here, I'm just tracking my man off the long goal kick and force him into a ball back to our goalkeeper. And then my right back receives the ball here and plays into me. Here I could do a lot better, to be honest. As you can see, when I take my touch there, I've got two options. I can either slide it into my midfielder in here, which is a bit of a risky ball, but if I put it on the far side of him, then he'll be able to retain possession. Or I've just got the ball, the switch out to my left back. That's the best option, in my opinion, watching it back now. As you can see, after I take this touch here, look how much space he's got. He's calling for the ball as well. I just didn't get my head up and I didn't see it at this time. But I just play a simple ball back into my centre back. But that's something I can definitely work on for next time. And as you can see, I get the ball again off my midfielder. After he moves out that pocket, there's acres of space for my midfielder in there. So I just drill a ball into him. However, here, I think he can bounce it around the corner to our right back and we can get out there, because we've got loads of overloads down there. So, but he tries to play back to me, and because it's a poor pass, I have to play back to my goalkeeper. But in the same sort of scenario, I should do better here. As you can see, my midfielder checks for the ball there and he's calling for it. I can easily play that into him and he can bump it around the corner to the right back. And that's something I definitely need to work on. I've highlighted that as an area of my game where I can improve. Making sure that I see those bump passes, because they're an important part of the game to break out of like pressing traps and make sure that we can get overloads as well. So yeah, as you can see here, I should definitely play this into here and we can play out to the right back. Instead, I just play back to the goalkeeper. But yeah, I could be a lot more progressive there, and that's something, if I want to get a better player, if I want to improve, that's something I need to add to my game. First action in the second half here, my left back throws it across to me here. I take a good touch out of my feet and switch the ball to my left winger. As you can see, the referee pulls it up for a handball, unfortunately, but that was a good play by me considering I had pressure on my back. Here the right back picks up the ball, plays it back to me. I take a good touch out of my feet and play it into the winger. That was nice for me, just simple, doing the basics well. Next highlight, I check out on the right hand side when my goalkeeper receives the ball, he plays it out to me. I take a few good couple of touches out of my feet, drive into midfield, and then slide into my midfielder. And then we nearly get through. That was really good for me. I'm just going to take that back quickly. As you can see, when I'm driving into midfield here, I've already got my head up and I can see that my midfielder's on there. However, I don't want to play it in this situation because he's got the pressure of this midfielder here. So if I keep driving until this midfielder, as you can see here, look at his body shape change. He slightly engages there. And as soon as he slightly engages, that's when I play the pass into midfield. Because now, look how much space he's got in that area. That's between the defence and their midfield. And he's got loads of space in there now. He could even drive into there. Instead, he tries to play this pass through to the striker. But I think if he gets his head up faster, he can probably carry on driving there. And look how much space I've made for him. So yeah, if I just play that back, as you can see, I receive the ball here. Drive into midfield. Wait for him to engage, play into there, good. Yeah, good from me. I was pleased with that one, to be fair. Next one here, our centre-back puts it up in the air. I take it down really nicely. Oh, and this was a great ball as well, I remember. Clipped it into my striker, into his feet, so we can play out. If he'd have slid that into the winger, we had a good opportunity there to get an overload. But that was a really good little clip ball in from me. Here, I'm just tracking my man. I play it out left, thankfully. Little bit of an interesting shot from him, but yeah, unlucky. Here's they play long. We got a tall striker, but I do really well to win that header. Good, strong, solid header from me there. Goalkeeper receives the ball. As you can see, we've made a few subs at this point. A few more first team players have come onto the pitch. I play into the midfielder, gets it back to me. I drop it back for my goalkeeper, and he plays it back to me again. I turn, play this one down the line. And then he plays back into me again, play back to the goalkeeper, and then we clip it down the line. And we've got an overload on the right hand side now. We can drop into the right back and clip down the line. It just went out there, but that was good, to be fair. We actually worked that nicely. As you can see, I had a lot of pressure on me at certain points there as well, and I thought I did well considering. So I received this ball here. This was my worst pass, the actual first pass. I tried to set it for him lightly so he could clip it down the line. As you can see, he played it into me. Here, I did really well to touch that round and play down the line into my midfielder. To be fair, my midfielder does well to be on his toes to come and get that one. But then here, I do well again, just take a touch, set it back, and then he can clip down the line. And we nearly get out there down the right hand side as well, actually. Unfortunately, it just went out, but as a team, I thought that was actually quite good. Here, play into midfield. It's a bit of a loose one in midfield there, and it comes out to the left hand side. As you can see here, I'm getting out to try and block it. Get a really good block in as well, if I just take that back, sorry. As he plays this ball out, this is our right back into midfield here, and we're playing 4 at the back, bear in mind. So there's a massive gap here, but as you can see, I know my left centre back is going to cover around this striker, so I can go out and press here and do well to get a block in. So yeah, it's all about just covering each other really. That was good. Here it's a loose pass in midfield, and they come down the right hand side, just attacking. Good bit of skill to beat his man, and plays it inside, and number 2 actually finishes it nicely. However, like I spoke about in the last one, something I did well last time, I didn't do well this time. As you can see, as this ball comes out here, I'm way too far apart from my other centre back. That gap is massive, and that's something that I definitely need to improve. Like, I needed to see that picture earlier, and as soon as my centre back goes out here, as you can see, at this point, it's a 2v1 almost, because both of our men are the wrong side of them players. So I'm thinking about these too much. I'm way too occupied thinking about them. And then as this ball, look, as you can see there, look, I check my shoulder again there to see if they're still there. And then as our centre back goes to engage this, as I see he's engaging, I need to be sprinting across here to block off this lane, because the most dangerous part of the pitch is just in front of your goal, in the centre of the pitch. So that's the area that I need to be covering, and as you can see, I need to get across there, cover that. In the end, it's a good finish, but it's not my fault for the goal, but at the same time, I definitely think I could have prevented it. Here, ball comes back to me. I've got a lot of pressure on me from the backside, and I just clip it down the line on my left foot. Next clip, they win the header, and the ball comes into midfield here. I block it, good block, and then we can just retain possession. Here, their left back clips it down the line. I'm tight to the striker. I just shepherd him down the line. Delay, delay, delay. I can see my right back's coming back. As soon as I can see my right back's coming back to help me out as well, I'm just thinking delay as much as possible, because if he's going to get back and help me, then a 2v1 is a lot stronger than just a 1v1. So yeah, as soon as I see he's coming back to help me, then I just delay. Here, just take that back quickly. As this ball is played into my striker here, I'm just getting tight. Do well just to get a foot in there, toe poke it out wide. I could have probably tried to clear that a bit better, but I do well just to prevent this striker from turning and shooting. Getting well tight there and stop him from getting a shot off. And then they just play it out wide in the end. Oh, and here, oh, this was good defending. I was really pleased with this. As you can see, as this player comes inside, I can see that this man's checking to receive the ball. You can see, look, I'm on my toes there. And as he makes that turn there, so actually real good touch from him. He actually would have got on the end of it if I wasn't there. But it's a dangerous situation. Look, as I'm coming in here, right on the edge of the box, I do not want to get too tight and make contact with him and give a foul away. That's the last thing I want to do. So what I do is make sure, if I just slowly go ahead, make sure I get my body across goal side of him, and then that prevents him from getting to the ball. As you can see, he's tussling me, but because I'm goal side, I'm not going to foul him, and then I can just shepherd it back to my goalkeeper and make sure that he can pick up the ball. So that was really good for me. That was actually quite mature defending, and I was actually really pleased with that one. However, off the back of that good defending, this is poor. I get rolled the ball from the goalkeeper. I just dilly-dally, take way too long on it, just taking too long to think about what I want to do, and they block it, and it goes back to the goalkeeper. Thankfully, goalie's on his toes and he can clear it up the pitch. And this one here comes up. I win the header there. Good for me. Tussling with their striker. Make sure I'm strong. I can win that header. Receive the ball here. Touch out to the right hand side. Play into our centre mid's feet, and then we can play down the line. That was good for me. Nice little touch. As you can see, this was early on in pre-season, so I was getting quite a few injuries, people pulling up with cramp. To be fair, in the last 10 minutes of this game, I was feeling my left calf a little bit, starting to cramp up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad in the end. I actually managed to finish out the game. Here, delaying my player as much as possible. If I just go back, as this throw comes in here, look, it's just me 1v1 versus this guy. Look how many players we've got trying to get back. So the thing I need to do here is just delay as much as possible so I can let these players get back into position. As you can see, I just tussle with him a little bit, not foul him, but just tussle with him, and just delay him as much as possible. And then by the time they're out wide, so they're still going to get across him, but by the time they're out wide, look how many players we got back, and which means that we can get a block in like we do here. So whether it's a 1v1 and we've got that many players back, I don't want to commit and then he beats me and then he's in. I just need to delay as much as possible, let our players get back in position, and then we can play from there. Here, edge of the box, don't want to foul, delay him, get a toe in, send him backwards, good from our right back, and then we can get on the counter attack. Here is my centre back has the ball, plays it out to me on the right centre back. Let it run across my body. Their player does well to press. I tried to play it down the line. In the end, I went a throw in, but I should have done that a bit faster. Just clipped it down the line early instead of trying to play a neat little pass inside. Here, goalkeeper picks up the ball, and I just play a simple ball into midfield. Nice simple pass, and then we're unfortunate that we nearly break a line there and get in behind. But yeah, just sometimes the simple thing is the best option. And this was actually their third goal. Great strike on the left foot as well, by the way. But this was just a really nice goal, because I did not expect this to come around the corner whatsoever. As you can see here, centre-back's got the ball, plays it into midfield. Nobody's tight to him. I'm tight to my striker in here, but I did not expect that around the corner whatsoever. That's just really smart. Like, real good flick around the corner. Drops it off. I've gone tight with my man. He plays a first-time ball off to the other player, takes it out of his feet, and then he hits it on his left foot. It's just a really nice goal from them. And then from kick-off, I receive the ball from my midfielder, play it across to my left centre-back. Unfortunate to lose the ball in there. Goalkeeper's got it again. As you can see, I'm calling for the ball. I want to get involved as much as possible. I try and drill it into my attacking midfielder's feet there, but their centre-back does really well to come through strong there and win possession. But we win it back.
I pick up the ball again and just drop it out to my right back, and then I drop off as well and give him an option, but he plays a really nice pass into midfield. Here they clip it down the line. I'm tight to this guy as he drops in, and then I make sure I get back in position. This is about the 85th, 86th minute now, so I'm pretty tired at this point.
And yes guys, that's full time. So overall, I was really happy with my performance. There's a few little things that I need to iron out, but that's the whole point of doing match analysis and watching highlights back, just so you can learn from it. So that's not a problem at all. And also guys, like I said at the start of the video, leave a comment down below what match rating you'd give me out of 10. If you want to give reasons behind it as well, I won't be offended by anything, so leave a comment down below and I'll read through them all as well. That's the end of today's video guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.